Alright, welcome back to Saints Row. We've got to save Johnny Gat. However, before we do that, we do need to get more reputation, and I think you know what time it is. Yep, that's right. Time for insurance fraud. Okay, I guess I will then. So yeah, remember when I said I'm not the best at insurance fraud? Yeah. What is it, being attacked? Yep, that's always how it be. Alright, so let's go save Fillmore, cause, oh man, that's a lot of Ice Kings. That is one fewer Vice King. Alright, well, I guess this is our intro, so, I figure topic of the day really would be difficult to not make it, less depressing than last time. Cause we're not talking about, shitty holding companies anymore. But, I figure, about time I should mention, the Saints Row manual, of all things. I touched upon this earlier, and it's kind of a surprise, cause usually I'm not that interested in instruction manuals. It really kind of depends. Some instruction manuals are, you know, very creative, and an okay read, but I think, not really recent years anymore, because now manuals don't really exist. It's kind of just press a button in the game, and you get the tutorial pop-ups. You can just read through all the stuff you would normally get in the manual, but like in the game or parallel to it. Yeah, look, the lack of paper wasting is good, I will say that, but sometimes I do kind of miss a good manual. And Saints Row is absolutely one of the ones I would say is actually pretty good. So, okay. Actually, first, we're almost to the roof. And unfortunately, there's nobody up here, so, I guess, once again, we jump off of this big-ass ramp. And... oh god! Okay. I can't quite tell if you were a Vice King. I'm going to say you deserve that, though. I know one of them's a Vice King, but the guy I landed directly on top of, extremely does not have bones anymore, so... I was not paying attention to, the VK count, and I don't think there were lieutenants there anyway. But yeah, anyway. The Saints Row manual is actually really fun, because it is written from the point of view of a mole from the police department who has infiltrated one of the gangs in the city, and is basically just writing... oh god, I just crushed that man's everything. And is just writing, like, you know, the character introductions. Got that guy in his lower back. Almost got him in the ass, but not quite. But, yeah. Obviously, it's there for mainly the, like, character introductions, the story introduction. But if I remember correctly, most of the manual, even the technical stuff, is still written from, like, a character point of view. And, I don't know, I just think that's really cool and creative. Like, it's that little bit of extra effort that is that really kind of just contributes to the game itself. I mean, like, they're actually including a character. If you read the manual, that's actually canon. And, like, it's a thing that later games don't actually repeat. The other Saints Row manuals are just, you know, bog standard, here's the game. It's written like most other manuals, which is a bit of a shame. Like, I can see that they don't want to do the exact same gimmick for the manual every time, but I think it's really neat, honestly. And I kind of wish they managed to get, like, some point of view to write the manual from for the rest of them. Also worth noting, the manuals are actually publicly available. And it's through Deep Silver, so there's a decent chance that they will actually continue existing for a bit. I might put them up on the forum thread just to make sure they don't permanently disappear, but you can actually look through all of the, like, Deep Silver manuals. They're just all available online, which I think is really cool. That guy's probably a hitman target, but I don't even know if I have the right weapon for him. I see a person using a speeder and I'm just like, either you're weird or I'm supposed to kill you.
It ain't much now, player. But I promise you, this place is gonna make me rich. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to handle a rig. When I tried to get a job trucking, they told me they don't hire kids from the ghetto. Well, fuck 'em. I'm gonna start my own company, and the first thing I'm gonna do is put those bitches out of business.
Oh, good for you,
All
then.
you to do is make sure a couple of shipments get jacked. So what you think? Wanna be my first employee?
I mean, that sounds like cheating, but the thing is, I don't care. Anyway, though, yeah, like, I want to make sure that continues existing, and, you know, again, it's on Deep Silver's website. It wasn't something that Volition specifically had up. But, you know, it's good to save these things for posterity. But yeah, no, like, I'm sure I've included a bunch of things from this. A bunch of snippets from the manual, but yeah, no, I just think it's really cool. I will say, I guess, in general, my least favorite writing in this game probably has been for the activities, because usually that's where my grievances come up, honestly, thinking about it. Like, the cutscene we got for this version of hijacking was fine. It wasn't, like, hilarious, but I don't think it was really going for funny, so I don't care.
What the fuck do you think you were doing?
Stealing your car, come on, it's obvious. But yeah, it's also not really a cutscene I'm going to remember either. But yeah, like, I think it's actually shaken out that, like, most, if not all of the fat jokes have been in the activities with missions, which, considering they only ever get first missions, is, you know, fine by me. But yeah, like, the rest of the game is written fine. I think there's a decent amount of work that went into the main scenario, and again, things outside the main scenario. I would absolutely count the effort put into the manual as something that is worth checking out, which, I'm saying that in part 9, so like, I don't know, maybe I'm saying it a little late, but I think it's worth pointing out because, Jesus, alright, you got decent protection. Okay, who is firebombing right now? I'm gonna need you to stop, because things are on fire, and I need this thing, so make sure this isn't on fire. But yeah, no, like, the main scenario is not bad. I prefer the later games, but I think this one's solid enough. And again, work went into the things outside of it. That's good. Points in the game's favor. I think they really went in going for something. I still think there's... It's a little heavy on kind of trying to be GTA, it feels like. I think with future knowledge and kind of just having played it for a bit, I can see its own, unique identity, but again, that's from playing later games. I know what this turns into. I am pretty fond of Saints Row 2. So it's like, okay, I'm playing a lead up to that. I think the other problem this game sort of has is like, how to describe it? Like, the way it works in parody sometimes just doesn't feel like it really gets enough attention to matter. Also, yeah, God, please stop fucking with me, minimap, please. I'm at your mercy. Please stop doing that, minimap. Come on. Pick a direction, please. But yeah, no, like, trying to describe it, like, I don't think this game is overly cynical. Oh, God, sorry about that. Sorry for killing you. But, like, okay, people need to stop diving in the way. I know I was driving in the sidewalk for a bit, but some of those were your fault. Anyway, though, right, so, like, I have seen overly cynical things before. Like, oh God, what's the... Okay, that looked deliberate, but I swear it wasn't. I was probably trying to get out of the way. I have squished so many people. Also, how am I getting ads on this iPod? I don't care about your political shit. Go away. How did you get this channel? It's not a channel. Anyway, though, I keep interrupting myself, sorry. But, like, it did not help me remember the name of the company that made the fucking terrible, awful, cynical parody games, like, oh God, Pissed. It was years and years ago at this point, but, like, Chip Cheesem once streamed a parody of Myst called Pissed, and it was so bad that I actually left the stream, like, in a worse mood than I came into. And that doesn't happen to me with most streams, but, like, that brand of parody is so just devoid of anything worthwhile. Anything that actually feels like it cares. That it just makes me actually kind of mad. Like, it is worse than the video game equivalent of just a gray pile of goo, because at least I can just look at that and leave and not give a shit, but no. That game actively makes me feel worse, and I do not think this game is as bad as that. It goes for a lot of avenues of, like, basically everything in this world is kind of sleazy in some way. The go-to restaurant is called Freckle Bitches, and it advertises with a very busty woman. And, like, it feels like there's something there that it's trying to parody. It just never really touches on, like, what it might be going for exactly. It just puts that parody out there, expects you to do most of the work, and then that's just the world for the rest of the series. Freckle Bitches will always exist, even when we get past the point where it feels like maybe they were going for something with that. Now and in the future, all businesses will probably have some kind of sex pun in their name, and that's just sort of a thing. Is it a parody of advertising in real life? Probably, but I think it gets lost in the long run.
The shit Johnny said about Warren and Tanya really got to Tony. Now the only time she's allowed out of his sight is when she's checking on the rebuilding of the recording studio.
Every day that bitch gets driven to the construction site in a limo, then sneaks off to get a freak on with Warren before she goes back home to Tony. While she's been
Man, she's trying really hard.
When she's done wiping her mouth,
she's putting effort into this tryst.
Once you're at Tony's, it's all up to you.
Please bring Johnny back. Just don't tell him I was...
I mean, maybe you should. Maybe you should be more honest with your feelings. I'll say that to him, too. You seem like you both need that. Alright, so I quickly changed between that cutscene and the gameplay. Because, obviously, if we're going to be a limo chauffeur, we have to look the parts. Now, I'm sure that Tanya probably has the window rolled up. Whoever is driving her limo is probably some low-class peasant to her. But you know, just in case, I should be dressed a little fancy. And besides, this outfit does actually get us more respect. For some reason, dressing really well actually gets you more respect. I mean, I kind of figured the Saints would like, you know, kind of casual wear, but if you buy from fancy places, that's just worth more respect. It's a better multiplier. Actually, I don't think it's a multiplier. I think it's just an extra added bonus. Actually, wait. I think it's a percentage bonus if I'm remembering the menu correctly, which I could very well not be remembering a menu correctly. That's me most of the time. Anyway, though, a simple enough mission. Just gotta go pick up Tanya in a limo. Although she already has a limo driver, so
Hello, Miss Winters.
Is Warren here?
He's in the back.
Keep the car running. Knowing Warren, I should be back shortly.
Because he's a quick shot. Anyway, though, we don't have a specific time limit, which is kinda good because it means we can just kill this poor innocent limo driver at our leisure. Admittedly, I do think it kinda would've been funny if you got, like, a minute time limit. Look, if this game's gonna be crass, I do prefer it when it just kinda goes with it. Alright, so we've murdered the limo driver. I'm so sorry. You deserved better. But also, that was kinda true even if I didn't murder you. You work for Tanya. Your life couldn't have been good up until that point. Killing you was probably a mercy. Anyway, now that I'm done justifying myself, don't just run out in front of the limo. I have more rights than you do. Anyway, hello, Tanya, it is I, your limo driver. You can tell because I listen to, classic music. That's what limo drivers listen to. Not Hideki Naganuma. I don't even know that, man. That sounds like one of those foreign names.
Last season's heels.
Right, yeah, the heels last season's. Ridiculous. I think that person you named should be ashamed.
Again today. Can you believe that?
That does sound very embarrassing, especially considering Aisha is dead and all. Like,
King is still blaming me for losing prom court.
okay, well, it seems like you don't really want a conversation. Which I guess is fair enough, you know, sometimes you just...
Better have killed Gap by the time I get home.
Yes, I'm also hoping for that thing to happen. Definitely. That
really
guy
start
sucks.
listening to Warren.
Okay, sure. Well, anyway, I guess I gotta vent, or, like, be vented at better.
Warren and Anthony are both so clueless.
Yes. Alright, I think that worked out better. Yeah, okay. Short bursts, gotcha, see. Like, I guess I was kinda like going
King
for a whole...
has to learn to get with the times.
Yep, he does. He's so clueless, as you previously said. And oh boy, you really wanted me to drive fast. Okay, well
This should only
then.
take a minute. Stop by friendly fire. I'd like to pick something up for Tony.
Oh, how nice of you. Alright, well, considering how little time I had before, let's go a little faster this time.
Sometimes I just want to say fuck it all and go to Hollywood, you know?
Oh, well, I don't know, because I am just a lowly chauffeur, so I know nothing of the sorts. Anyway, though, while I'm at it, I should mention really quickly that, this particular song is, Egmont Overture by, you know, Beethoven. That guy you might have heard of. And I'm using it because this is actually a song that is on the soundtrack. Saints Row does have a classical station, and that's not really what I listen to when I play Saints Row, but like, classic music is a lot easier to use on YouTube. It's a lot less dodgy most of the time. So, you know, it's fine to use that. I wouldn't have wanted to use this as the whole game's soundtrack, because again, not really my thing, but I feel like...
I wonder if they gift wrap.
They might. But,
Hey, player. Got a problem. Some of Troy's crew didn't hear the plan and decided they were going to hit Tanya when she was in her limo.
Oh, of course it's Troy's
These are our
crew.
boys, and I don't want them getting hurt.
Yeah, me neither. Alright, well maybe we can avoid them. I see they don't gift wrap, unfortunately.
Take me back to 707 Springfield.
Alright, God. Oh, jeez. Saints? Oh, I hate those guys. Ah, geez, they are everywhere. Much like the pests,
Get rid of
right?
them.
I mean, I am but a lowly chauffeur. I have no weapons to speak of, other than my incredible driving skills. Here I go.
Do you want to keep your job?
I mean, am I not outrunning a gang right now? I'm gonna try to stay in this part of town. Which perhaps was a bit of a problem because they are hot on my tail. My chauffeur powers are not acting fast enough. I must summon more power, more! Tanya, give me your energy to cut through this parking lot. God, I hope this isn't a dead end. So anyway, perhaps I should, like, lean out the window and yell at them. And not wink at them. Hello, you rapscallion! Wink.
Saints, what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna yell at them. It'll work, trust me. Stop right there, rapscallion. Wink, wink. For I am but a chauffeur. I am but a working man. Surely, you would not wish to harm me. I mean, really, I only know of one crazy person in the Saints who would dare attack random, hard-working people. The rest of the Saints are, you know, just normal, God-fearing folk who would
job.
never just kill a
Remind me to give
working
you a tip.
person. There we go, we lost them. They listen to reason. They understand that although they wish to kill you, they should not shoot
Where the fuck do you think you're
horse.
going?
I'm following the mini-map. Come on, Tanya. Look, this is basic chauffeur stuff. Follow the mini-map. Come on. Anyway, the point is, don't shoot the horse, just shoot the leader. Now, I know that's not really good for your future endeavors, but, well, perhaps you could just always have a human shield around. I don't
better
know.
tell Tony about this.
Yes, that seems like a thing you should report. Anyway. As the mission title said, ladies first. Alright, so here we go. Time to find and kill Anthony Green. So, apparently he was having a party, because there's just Vice Kings everywhere in there. Like, Tanya isn't supposed to be having sex with anyone else right now. Green's kind of having a whole thing at the moment, so, like, I don't think you're going to be getting any. So, I'm guessing he's probably been, giving you some good food. That's good. I'm glad he treats you well. It's just a shame that's over. You are going to all regret being here at this time. Did want to equip the grenades. I'm just gonna blow this apartment to smithereens, and don't you worry, Johnny. I'm already not worrying about you, and instead, I'm killing this man who, yeah, no, he's taking a lot of bullets. Like, damn, this guy's built like I am. Oh, well. Seems like he's lost his, small arm- oh, wait, sorry. Now he's lost his small army of people, so... I can't exactly pincer you, but I can throw grenades. This is taking a little too long for my liking. Alright, I'm just gonna shoot him with a shotgun then. Bye-bye! Ooh, sucks to be you, buddy.
Hey, not to be pushy or nothing, but how about you get me out of this fucking chair?
I've been killing... I'm sorry. Anyway, like I told Aisha, I think you should be a little more honest with your feelings with her. You know, I feel like you just keep sniping each other.
Where's Green?
Oh, over there. He's dead already. Yeah, no, he doesn't even get killed in a cutscene. We kill him in gameplay, and he's just dead.
That's much better. Now, I heard Green say that he's got some heavy shit in the back. I'll have some of our boys roll on over and bring the hardware back to the crib.
Alright, so, one failure earlier, but we brought it back quite well. I don't know how well Johnny's gonna be able to work on that leg from now on, but I'm sure we can threaten someone to get a good operation. Really get that leg working. Alright, so, Johnny is saved, as is the day. So, where is Playa's Day gonna take him next? Well, I mean, we have this limousine. We can't take it back to our garage, I don't think. I think it's too long for it, but, you know what? Let's take it to our next mission. We're riding in style. I mean, if we're gonna dress fancy, we might as well ride fancy, too. Okay, so, time to talk to Lynn, I guess, if I have to.
Need a light?
Thanks.
Fucking asshole.
Excuse me, do not fuck with this chauffeur.
Yeah, you and me are always making new friends. Things are moving too slow. We gotta step it up. I hear a guy named Joseph Price calls the shots. I don't know much about him except that he's friends with some mechanic named Donnie. If we get in good with Price's crew, we'll always be one step ahead of those fuckers. Here's the plan. Go and tear up Donnie's shop. Right when you're about to finish off Price's buddy, I'll rush in and save the day. Make it look good, but don't you dare mess up my car. If we're lucky, Donnie will arrange a meet with Price. Thanks for buying my tea.
Oh, great, thanks. This is why nobody likes you, Lynn. Alright, well, I may not like Lynn making us buy her tea that we didn't even get to drink. Didn't even get to partake at all, she just fucking made us pay for it. I will, however, be glad to tear up Donnie's shop, for reasons that we cannot possibly understand at this juncture, because we haven't actually met Donnie. However, we're about to. Hello, everyone.
Bitch, you don't deserve a ride like
Oh yes, I do, for it is I, the chauffeur from hell. I'm here to kill Donnie specifically. However, collateral damage is fine by me. I'm here to crush your hopes and your dreams. And I'm not even high class, I just work for high class. Alright, bring me to this Donnie. The chauffeur from hell will show him to hell. You see, I also chauffeur people to hell. You don't actually have to pay me for that. I know you can't. I know you're poor. And so that you can't pay for the ride in my amazing limousine. But nonetheless, you will go to hell, and I will bring you there. And I will be paid by, I don't know, Satan, I guess? This metaphor is getting kind of messy. Alright, I'm gonna snipe that guy, and... where'd the other guy go? Well, that's mildly annoying. I mean, I wanted to snipe Donnie, but I cannot. It's part of the mission that he survives, so... considering how lethal the sniper rifle is, I shouldn't do that. Anyway, here I go. I've come for your ass, Donnie.
Donnie, get down!
I'm suddenly very bad at hitting people, but nonetheless, I will destroy you.
I think you scratched my hood.
Look,
That's for the tea thing.
Fuck.
Who are you?
I'm Lynn. And you're welcome.
Alright, and so there they go. Now, you might think that's the end of the mission. However, it is not. We have to make this look convincing. I am here to kill Donnie, and I will not be dissuaded for like, I don't know, 2 minutes. I'm very bad at driving though. God, I'm so bad at pursuits. This is why I was out to kill Donnie. I'm just so jealous of him being a mechanic and fine-tuning cars. And yet, if it's not a limousine, I have no grace nor glory driving a vehicle. Look at me! Look at how bad this is. If I had had the time to retrieve my limousine, I would have surely caught you and killed you both by now. However, this is not my wheelhouse. Or my wheel. Anyway, this mission actually took me a few tries to do, because, you know, sometimes I was, like, slightly too convincing for a single second about being bad at chasing them, and, you know, if Lynn gets out of your out of your range, there's a pretty good chance you might not be able to catch up depending on your car. And considering this is the car that was nearby, I didn't really have options. You know, I might be able to put that limousine in the, garage. I just, you know, didn't have the opportunity to. Anyway, though, I would also like to point out at this point, considering how long this took, this game doesn't really checkpoint you. If you fail in a mission, you go all the way back to the first cutscene. Yeah, I know that from experience, because it happened to be like... Jesus Christ, Lynn, you killed a man! I mean, I've done that frequently, sure, but like... Fuck, that looked brutal. Okay, well, I think the chauffeur from hell is actually kind of intimidated by this point. Like, you just threw a man into the sky. That didn't even look like that fancy of a hit. Like, you just bulldozed through him.
Are you crazy?
No, but Lynn is. Alright, well then. That's mission complete. Once she gets away, you're good. Don't let her move for too long, though, otherwise she just dies for some reason. I don't know, maybe Donnie just realizes, it's gone on for too long and she gets shot. He just shoots her. Maybe one of the higher-ups is waiting in the bushes to kill her. I don't know. You just can't follow them into the actual suburbs.
I'm in. Donnie's setting up a meeting with the higher-ups of the Rollers. You should stop by and listen to what's being said. I'll text you the address.
Alright, well, until that happens, we fucked with the other two gangs today. Why don't we go after the Carnales this time? Oh, don't worry, game. I've already met McManus. We are very acquainted. We are business associates by this point.
Treated stainless steel bull barrel gives this rifle a guaranteed accuracy of .2 minute of angle at 600 yards with match-grade ammunition.
Oh, believe me, I do not understand the specifics. I just need to know McManus is very good at what he does.
I'll take it.
Lovely. Would you like it gift wrapped?
No,
Oh, this store does gift wrapping. Well, if Tanya wasn't out on the floor, I might have told her about that.
Hector's meeting with the Colombians tonight. With the amount of firepower that's gonna be there, just showing up and rushing them would be suicide. Take McManus here and get to the docks. Find a nice tall building and wait.
So what you're saying is I gotta search down by the docks?
Take your shot.
When it all goes down, the first place the Carnales is gonna look is right at the Colombians. They're gonna think they got fucked bad, alright? So you should have no problem sneaking out in the confusion.
Just the same, I'd get the fuck out of there. Who knows what could happen?
I mean, you say that, but you should always clean up before you leave. Alright, we've only got 5 minutes before this deal goes down, so let's hurry. I've parked my car over here. I mean, it's not my car, but, you know, this is kind of short notice. The chauffeur from hell does not want to bring his vehicles to the site. We gotta be as anonymous as possible. I mean, we are about to ruin a drug deal, so... let's maybe not. This is a pretty straightforward mission. We'll actually be able to do some sniping, though, which is pretty cool. I mean, clearly at this point, I am rather fond of it. I did get the McManus early. I picked it up well, not randomly, it's set there in that mission, but, you know. This is the proper point where, you know, you actually get McManus for certain in the main story. The other time it was a Stronghold mission. So, you know, a sniping, specific mission is fine by me. I'd love to do something like that. I'm rather fond of the rifle. And really the main issue up till that point is just getting to the site on time, which, so far, I feel like a big part of a lot of GTA games, and, you know, GTA-like games, is missions that get bullshit hard the later you get in the game, and so far we have not encountered anything that hard. I mean, personally, as somebody who doesn't play much GTA, I know for a fact that Simpsons Hit and Run, a game that is also, you know, trying to be GTA, just, you know, without all the murder and stuff. It's kind of just mostly the vehicle missions. That game gets stupid difficult. I never beat that game when I was a kid, because, God, the things they want you to do later on in the game are just kinda ludicrous. So far, knock on wood, this game hasn't been too bad. Like, I still have a good 3 minutes left. I was driving, you know, a bit like a mad person back there. But, I mean, I have more time than I did when I tried to drive normal, in the previous, or, not previous mission, the mission before the last one. Sorry, Donnie was in the last mission, so I kinda wanted to just forget it. Anyway, though, here we are on top of a building. The game tells us this is a good vantage point, and who am I to argue? So, we have a pretty good overview of the area. We can see a lot of these guys are carrying rocket launchers, so that's gonna be a problem. We can also see a group of triangles over there that are moving in. Can't quite see them for real, so I'll probably need to reposition, but yeah. That is our target, moving along. So, Hector's moving in for a drug deal. Now you might be wondering, hey, Hector Lopez is a pretty major character, right? He's down there doing a drug deal. Haven't seen him in a cutscene leading up to this. Does he have some kind of plot armor or something that he's doing this? But need I remind you, we did kill Anthony Green kind of out of nowhere, so, he is absolutely target number 1. So, will he survive this? He absolutely will not. Okay, so, let's kill those guys getting away. Oh, right, yeah, rocket launchers, sorry, forgot about you. How could I forget? Oh, McManus, looks like we're in for it. Okay. Stop shaking the roof, see... Jesus, I shot that man in the dick. Oh, God. Got hit by another rocket. Very good shot, that's why you're going to die next. Oh, missed. Did I miss again? I mean, he got to launch one, but he did die directly afterwards. Go, and could you please stop doing that? You're shaking the roof. I'm trying to kill here. Alright, so yeah, we want to make sure there are no potential witnesses here. Otherwise, somebody might think, oh hey, nobody in the Colombians would have access to a sniper rifle like that. Clearly it must have been the 3rd Street Saints. And then somebody else would have gone, that's kind of a leap of logic, but you know what? I believe you. Let's get the Saints. Let's get their asses again. No, we can't have something like that happen, so... Oh, trying to, dodge and weave, I see. I mean, the time limit's gone. We don't have to worry about the drug deal ending anymore. So, I could technically kill you at my leisure, but the only reason you're not already dead is because you are weaving. You're bobbing and weaving. Not a bad tactic. I don't want to come down there and kill you with my bat. That would be a waste of my time, so... whiffed it by a mile. You live only because of my relative incompetence in this moment. However, I do have 5 shots in the barrel, and 9 more lined up, so you had no chance.
That was a hell of a tip.
No kidding. With the amount of shit we confiscated, we could have put Lopez away for the rest of his life.
It don't matter. He got taken care of anyway.
What do you mean?
Oh right, Victor. Honestly, I'm surprised Victor wasn't there on the scene beforehand, and that he didn't just see Hector get shot and climb up the fucking building to try and kill us. It seems like something he'd do.
Hello. Hey, Victor. Mira, I'm in the middle of something. What? What? Victor, listen to me very carefully. I don't give a fuck about the drugs. I don't give a fuck about Oruela.
What about Manuel?
Yo, hey, cállate el hocico. Who did this to my brother?
What about Hector?
Luz, por favor. Okay.
Alright, well, I guess he's just going to get that blowjob no matter what. Look, he might have just heard about his brother's death, but, like, he's already going down. Anyway, though, yeah, that's 2 major figures in 2 different gangs, dead as hell, so... I guess that'll be it for Saints Row. We saved Johnny Gat, knocked off 2 gang members, and now Lynn has infiltrated the Rollers. All in all, a good day. See you next time, where I'm sure things will keep going up for us. Unlike Angelo, who's determined not to be up anymore. That was an erection joke.